Hello and welcome. Today's topic, we're exploring space through creativity and culture. And this is a new dialogue series under the A Chapter from My Life and Book. And we are really excited to launch the first in the series of dialogues with Rakhi Singh, who has actually chosen space as an author, has chosen space as a subject to inspire children, young people, parents, and communities. Our sessions will also highlight the role of the British Interplanetary Society, a pioneering organization that acts as a knowledge hub for space enthusiasts of all ages. It provides opportunities to engage with the science and possibilities of space exploration. Good day, Rakhi. How are you?
Hi, Rudy. Hi, how are you?
I'm
I'm
well.
I'm good. Thank you very much, and very warm welcome and good evening to all the listeners. I'm Rakhi Singh, and I'm very happy and privileged to be on your show, Rudy.
Thank you very much. So, Rakhi, can you just tell us a bit about yourself and your family background and your professional background?
So, my name is Rakhi Singh, and profession-wise, I'm a digital media consultant. I have my own digital media agency where we do, the social media management and websites and content creation and lot of other things. But out of passion, I am an author and a publisher as well. So I've been living in the country in UK for past 20 years, more than 20 years to be
Mhm.
honest. And I come from India, Rajasthan. If any of your listeners would know Rajasthan, Jaipur, which is known as the Pink City. So I hail from there, from the warm and vibrant streets of Rajasthan. And yeah, here I am, and I'm trying to pursue my aspiration to become an author. I am an author, but I want to do well into this stream,
Mhm.
and I want to do something for children.
Yeah.
And I think because children are the best, I would say, age group where they can learn, adapt, listen to lots of stories, and understand different cultures. So that's how I got into publishing, because I really want people to understand that childhood is the age where reading is very important. And my niche is, I write about Indian culture and festivals.
Mhm.
So I primarily write about the culture and festivals, but I do write about other topics as well. For example, as today we are discussing about my book, which is about space and astronomy. And this is a children's activity coloring book.
Mhm.
I do have a lot of other coloring book and activity book on multiple festivals, like, for example, Easter, Christmas, Halloween, and many Indian festivals like Navratri, Diwali, Holi. So lots and lots of books are there in
Okay.
my collection.
Okay. So you've touched on it in terms of who your books are aimed at. So what would you say is your USP?
So I would say, as I said briefly, that I like to write about the Indian culture and festivals.
Right.
The reason I went ahead into this stream because I hail from India, as I said, and I noticed that there are very few
Mhm.
um, authors or very few books which we can, discuss with our children, read to them. That there are no books about our culture and how to impart that culture.
Mhm.
Yes, verbally you can say it that
Mhm.
okay, festival is celebrated in this way and why do we celebrate and things like that. You can go in detail verbally. But children, when they read, it's a different ball game
Mhm.
when because they go into deep into imaginations, they go
Yeah.
into their own world of thinking, and their thought process improves.
Mhm.
So that's how I chose this niche, that okay, I really need to bring those cultural values, those diverse books into the forefront of children's literature.
Okay, so in a sense, you've told us what has inspired you to write children's books and the type of changes that you want to see in today's children's literature compared to what has gone on in the past. So tell us, what is your process of writing a children's book? And have you got some training or certification?
Sure. So, uh, when I was studying, so I did my, graduation in fine art. So where we learned, the drawing, sketching, imagination, visualization. So I did my master's further. So I've done two degrees. So one is just the undergrads, 4 years undergrads in fine art. So where all the fundamentals were taught. And then I did my master's in visualization. So over there, then, that you hone your skills about visualizing something. So I always say to my friends that once a designer, always a designer, because you think in that manner that nobody else can think, that okay, how you can design a book, how you can design a phone, for example. It's a product design, but I'm just saying, like, once a designer, so your fundamentals are so strong by the time you have done all these courses and understanding.
Mm,
So hence that creativity got into this, and because of little bit of technical knowledge which I have through my media agency and all that, so I thought this is the best way I can produce some content, some resources for children which can last,
yeah.
till eternity, hopefully.
And of course, you were able to visualize what
That's
you
right.
wanted the finished product to look like. And
That's
then, of
right.
course, with your digital skills, communication skills, you could put the content to what you had visualized.
So what I do, my process is like, first, if I have any idea about a fiction book or a non-fiction book, so let's say fiction book. So over there, you need to have a character. You need to have additional characters supporting the main character. So you need to design, think about how that character will behave, what he does or she does, and what kind of surrounding is there, what kind of storyline you are trying to portray in the book.
Mm.
So all those, step by step, you go ahead, then you do the storyboarding, then you do the illustrations, then you keep on doing it. It's like endless work.
Yeah.
And then final the designing, editing, and I would say marketing is the biggest of all.
And
You can produce a book, but if you can't market it well, then it's a challenge. So
and you've kind of touched on it there. So, in terms of what have been the biggest challenges that you faced, particularly that you're the author, you're the designer, you're the publisher, and of course you're the chief marketing officer as well.
So yes, I do wear a lot of hats, especially in this publishing journey. Um, I have noticed that there are two ways you can go ahead. One is that traditional way that okay, you have the concept, you reach out to the publisher that okay, this is my story. Would you be able to publish it? And how you would go ahead. And they have the whole set of editors and designers and formatters, and that's one route. But I chose the self-publishing route because, excuse me, because I thought, then I will have more control. And some of the skill sets were, anyways, by the grace of God or whatever, my expertise were there, my skill
Mm,
set was there. I was able to use those as well. So, for example, designing, conceptualization, and visualization, then finally editing and, reaching out to the marketing stage. So,
mm,
marketing is definitely very, very challenging. because it's not only you produce the book. Throughout the book process, when you are writing or producing or creating the content, you need to engage with your audience and reach out to the target audience that this new book is coming. What do you think about that? Okay, you run polls on social media, or okay, how does this book cover look like? Do you agree with this? What kind of character is this? So you kind of exchange the ideas with your target audience, and that way also you get some understanding. Okay, are you going right, or you need to do some changes, or implement some different strategies. And after you have published the book, then definitely reaching out to the masses, going out to the for author visits to schools, to libraries, and children early childcare settings, so that your book is being read over there, and go out to the media houses that okay, this is there. And sometimes, Rudy, what happens, people know that okay, people have seen your journey, so they reach out to you as well, that okay, if you would like us to invite you for a talk, or for an author visit, or something else. So that also helps. So this is give and take between the community and the author, I would say.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what are your publishing plans for 2020 to 2025?
Okay, so um, my publishing plans, actually, I want to publish one anthology,
Mhm.
and I want to encourage young writers, children, to come out and tell their story. I want to publish their books. So, as I mentioned earlier, that I'm a children's books author
Mm.
and a self. So I have seen the struggles what I go through, and what other aspiring authors or publisher might go through. So I do a consultation as well on self-publishing. So I offer my services or my little time to them, so that they can publish. But if they can't publish and they want me to do their work, then I'm available, and I'm reaching out to people through you, that if any children, any child is interested in publishing their story, so I'm compiling some stories and publishing into one book in coming year, in 2025. So that's my one of the bigger goal. And also, because I work quite heavily into the community, and work with some of the organizations, I really want women to step up and feel empowered. It's not only for children I'm working, I work for other sectors as well, other people, like women empowerment is also one of the thing where I really feel motivated, and that I should do something. So I encourage all the women who have a little bit of talent of writing poetries or stories to reach out to me, and I'll be really happy to help them. So
Excellent, excellent. And I think this book is a great inspiration for young people, and also in particular people who may not have considered space in any way. So it's a way to engage both parents and young people. And I think what is good about this book, it fits our agenda in terms of the British Interplanetary Society, which actually has been the home for space since 1933. The organization is dedicated to connecting people who can create, educate, and inspire in all aspects of astronautics. It represents a knowledge hub for everyone passionate about space. It's also the
that's
national coordinating body for World Space Week. They facilitate engagement between professionals, experts, enthusiasts, educators, and the wider public, not only during World Space Week, but throughout the year. And I think the other important aspect of this is that their activities include school visits, online sessions with members across the country volunteering as school speakers, which is again is an ideal environment for the type of work that you're doing because you're using creativity to
that's
inspire young people. And of course, when we talk about the 21st century skills of collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking. I can see all those elements appear in your book. So I think it's great what you've done and
Thank you so
definitely
much.
well deserved. Yes,
I
and
hope to show
good
my book there as well in
hold
the
it up. Space and astronomy. And of course, astronomy is great for young people looking into the night at sky, looking at the stars. Really important. A great explanation I can see in the book in terms of places to illustrate. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. So I feel that well, as we are talking about space and astronomy, my actually the inspiration for particularly this book
Mm,
was my son. So he's very much interested in astronomy and space and aircrafts and
mm.
aeroplanes and all that. And I just thought that because he's so curious to know so many
Yes,
things about,
sure.
yes, this is an activity book, but
Yeah,
it is still one step forward towards those people, reaching out to those people
yeah,
where they can fill in the colors and live in their dream of
yeah,
space and
yeah.
astronomy and
Yes.
meteorites,
A-
meteors and galaxies, so they can
Absolutely.
of their dreams.
And we live in a absolutely, and we live in an age where we say it's about connectivity, relatability, which is important, and of course, communication, and looking at all
That's so
the different means of communication as well. The needs are the same, but the means of communication, that's where the challenges are. So I think that this book is a great contribution towards that. So Raki, if people want to connect to you, where do they find you?
sure. So I'm available on all the social media because I'm a social media marketer anyways. So you can find me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Uh, my digital media page is Fifth Peak Media,
Hmm.
and my publication is Earth underscore Russ and Festival Press. Or you can search me with author Rakhi Singh. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm on Facebook as well. So yeah, in fact, Pinterest as well. Yes, I was
Great.
earlier, but not anymore. But yeah, so you can reach out to me on those places. All my books are available on Amazon or around the world, all the marketplaces of Amazon. And either you can search Rakhi Singh as an author, or you can search Earth Rus Publications, Festival Press, or you can just type in the title of my book. So that way also you can reach out. And these make perfect gift for winter, holiday time, Christmas
Absolutely.
time. So I
Absolutely.
do some Christmas coloring activity book. I
Okay.
have sorry, Christmas vacation activity book. So this one particularly, Rudy, I would like to say because this is the time for children to relax and unwind and families to bond together. So this is an advent calendar. So you pick up, you open one page each day, and you will find every day a new activity to do together.
Excellent.
It's like an advent calendar, but in a book format. So there are puzzles, there are coloring activity books, there are cooking and craft making and so many different things. So yeah, so these make perfect gifts for Christmas,
Right.
Santa.
You really are a creative entrepreneur.
Coming from space.
Yeah, of space. So thank you very much, Raki. And just to remind everybody, space and astronomy. And there's a key sentence. Is your child interested in space and astronomy? This coloring book will give them a perfect time bonding with the outer space elements. So
That's perfect.
thank you very much and good
Thank,
night.
thank you so much. And I wish all the listeners a very, very happy holiday time. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
Thank you.